The future of PR is very challenging because we are at the crossroads between analog communications and digital and social media communications. And that has an impact on all sorts of things. Let me give you a couple of examples. First of all, historically, public relations people have worked in a building. There's no need to have a building because all our work, you know that, I know that, we don't need to be in the office anymore. So one of the things that fall out of that is, how do you maintain loyalty between the people you employ and the company which employs them? That's a really big challenge in service companies. The second big challenge is that any public relations company can be as global as Edelman because they don't need bricks and mortar. They need to know that if they've got a program happening in Madrid that they want to have implemented in Frankfurt, I think that many public relations companies are failing to grasp the digital social media challenge. As a result, they're going to wake up one day and find their clients have gone somewhere else, and what we say in England, somebody else has eaten their lunch. So they have to grasp this, and I think they have to grasp it by looking at the nature of the people they employ. Because what all of us do is to relate to the thing we are most comfortable with. So if you are an ex-journalist who writes for newspapers and you're employed by a company, that's what you do for that company. So you need to have people employed who don't think like that anymore, who think in terms of digital and social media. And that to me means younger people. I think it means women, because I believe women are more sensitive than men to the way this can be developed. And thirdly, you need people whose first default position is, how do I solve this digitally? I think that if you are a strategic public relations thinker, then you can do that job with your clients, you can write the strategies, you can plan the tactics, and you can at the same time have a team of people who implement it digitally. Most people are not good at doing the strategy. Doing the strategy is the way forward. There is no question, that is the way forward. So I'm very much in favor of the strategic thinking and working hard on the digital implementation. That is what's going to make the difference. That some consultancies are not moving from analog to digital. Our clients are not moving from analog to digital. So they go on, these people, having a relationship with a client that is stuck in the analog world. And they think the digital doesn't matter. And when that change happens, it'll happen very, very quickly. So the client is confused about what he gets from a PR company, from a traditional PR company. So he's looking around. He's saying, okay, I'm going to have a look at a digital company. I'm going to have a look at an advertising agency. He looks around all the time. So there's a new breed emerging. There's a new, as I said earlier today, there's a new breed emerging of a new kind of consultancy, which has digital at its core, which has social media at its core, but also provides this high-level strategic planning, which is an essential part of what we do. You have to remember that most people, when they're thinking about they want any information, they go on the internet. And they look at the internet and they browse around for 10 minutes or whatever it is, 15 minutes. And the impressions I get from doing that is that it's a country which is facing economic difficulties. It's a country where there are large numbers of unemployed. It's a country where there are 50% of people under 25 do not have a job and very little prospect of a job, etc., etc., etc. And if you take many countries, what many countries are doing are trying to take the good things about their country and promote them in order that people should have inward investment, terribly important, bringing new industry into your country, and secondly, tourism. And there's a special problem that you have in Spain, which is that the individual areas promote themselves. And what you should be doing is taking the best of those things and promoting Spain, not just those individual areas. So I think there is a real job to be done in public relations terms, in positioning the country, and in getting the kind of results that you need to get.